Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this SH Figuarts Batman, the Batman. And yeah, that is it, the Batman. So there's the figure inside the packaging. Here's the back of the box. And let's get into it. Alright, so here we have Batman outside of packaging. And let's go over accessories first. It comes with a lot of hands. We have a pair of open hands, gripping hands, a bunch of gripping hands for the weapons that he comes with. So every which ones you want, and then handcuffs, and batarang, and then the two grapnel guns, I guess. There's the different chest plate when the emblem is taken out, and then comes with a really nice head sculpt. And then honestly, I don't even remember what this is. Is this supposed to be a pen or a blade or something? I'm not even sure. I only seen the movie once. I think I need to watch it again just to remember what those things are. But here's Batman himself. Alright, so let us get a closer look at the Batman here. I have watched one or two reviews, and then people were complaining about how short his legs are. It's an illusion, to be honest. It's because the thigh joint, they cut that piece right there, and the way it didn't flush too well with the hip section, so it looks like his legs are only that starting from this point. Only from this point on, but you gotta consider this. The hip section is part of it too. So to me, he looks fine because if you see your arms draped down, it's gonna go somewhere around there. So proportion wise, I think he is fine. He doesn't have too short. It's just an illusion. He doesn't have short legs. They are a bit skinny though. But that's fine too. I think it's just because the boots, it's a different design, and the only issue I have is the cape. It doesn't transition well where it meets from plastic to cloth. From the front, it looks alright because you can see the hard plastic sculpted on there. And when you look at it from, it's only when you're looking at it from the back is where the issue is. But from the front, he looks quite alright. Now, when you look at him from the back, you could clearly see the separation between the two materials. Here, you can see the hard plastic up on top, right here, and then all of a sudden, it goes to cloth material. And yeah, I think I prefer the whole thing to be cloth instead of half this and half that. And yeah, so I think, yeah, it would be best if they just left the collar to be hard plastic and then the rest of the material just cloth. Eventually I might customize it, but as of right now I'm not too sure because it does limit his range of motion a little bit. But yeah, it would be nice if he just had the hard plastic collar and then a full cape that runs from inside all the way out here. Since his chest plate is removable, it definitely helps to hide the material in here. So yeah, so you can kind of get it tucked down here a little bit and then put the chest plate on. I think that would help cover it, but I'm probably not going to do that right away. As far as the head sculpt, here, I wish the stitching was the stitchings were more noticeable, because here it's very faint. Those lines, you could barely see them. Yeah, I think in the film they were yeah, I think in the film they were a little bit more noticeable than this. So yeah, but as far as the head sculpt, I kind of like it. I do like it. Actually, it's not bad. The skin tone's a little off. I mean, there's no shading whatsoever. It's just a one shade of skin color. Yeah, beige. Yeah, hopefully, because I know there's a third-party head sculpt coming, so I might actually purchase that for the SHF. But as far as the Wayne head sculpt, I do like it though. The Wayne head sculpt is quite nice actually. Here's what it looks like. I mean, I am very okay with this head sculpt here. It looks quite nice. And the third-party one, I'm not sure if it's as nice as this. I didn't really look into it too. I didn't. Oh man. Let me remove his head. Alright, to switch out the head, you just need to pop the cowl with the neck off. Yeah, it's easier that way. And then you can pop this in, and you're done. And there's Bruce Wayne. And yeah, again, head sculpt, I think it looks fine. Looks quite good actually, and I like the fact that he's looking up. So you're gonna give him the angry stare. Tilt his head down a little bit, so it's more menacing. So that's good. I like that. And then as far as articulation, let's see. Head is somewhat limited because of the collar piece. And then as for the shoulders, they are quite limited. I mean, you can still get them to go up to about that much, so that's good. You can still have them shoot the grapnel gun upward like that. So actually, I don't think it limits his mobility that much. Actually, range of motion, I think it's fine for what you're gonna do with Batman. I mean, unless you're getting him to do a somersault or something, the arms doesn't have to be all the way up above. So for now, I'm okay with it. But eventually, once if I do end up modifying the cape, then he's gonna have even better range of motion for the arms. And then bicep does have a swivel. Oops, sorry. Right there. And then the elbows is on a single joint, and it can only give you about 90 degrees, and that's it. And then the wrists are on a ball hinge joint, so every which way. Then as far as torso, he could do a crunch, actually quite a bit. I'm surprised he couldn't do a arch. Usually figures could do an arch way more than they could do a crunch, but this one, he could do a crunch way more than he could do an arch. Yeah, crunch, arch, yeah. So as far as the legs, these hinges right there, so I like that. I prefer these than ball joints for some reason. So it can give you 90 degrees, no problem. Straight out 90 degrees, no problem. And yeah, swing out, no problems. And knees, double joint. And then I believe the ankles on those on the hinge joint. It's kind of hard to tell what kind of joint this is. Yeah. But I believe it's a ball hinge joint in the ankles. And then there's toes articulation. So as far as, yeah, no, I think he's quite good as far as articulation is concerned. I have no issues with Batman posing. Except for the neck. Let me pop this off and put, oh man, again. Alright, so as far as articulation, here I got him in the pose and he's kneeling. I think he looks alright, not bad, not the greatest pose, but get the idea. And he's still looking kind of at you, so that's good. I like the eyes looking up a little bit for these type of characters, especially Batman. It's very menacing. So yeah, the head sculpt on this one is a little bit better than on the Bruce Wayne head sculpt, because it doesn't have the hair back here to block the neck. Oops. Right here, a little hair dryer soften up the hand, so now he could grab the the batarang right there, which is really cool. I like it, and yeah, I like the look that he's giving me right now. So yeah, getting ready to attack someone. I think this is a decent looking Batman, much better than the '89 one. At least the lightness is quite good, and it comes with a second head sculpt, so I'm very okay with it. And let's take a look at the belt. I know I didn't show the belt at all. His utility belt, I guess. And you can see some stuff here. And a couple of pouches. And then back here, not sure what that thing is. Might be a nightstick or something. Not sure, but he has a kind of a cop, a police type of belt on. And then he has a pouch down here. And if you're wondering, shoulder pad is actually on the ball joint, and there's a hinge attached to the shoulder itself. There's the shoulder pad itself, and then there's a socket joint right there. So that's how it's held on. I was messing with the arms a little bit too roughly, so it popped right off. No problem with that. I'll just pop it back on. But yeah, head sculpt's nice. Again, paint job could have been a little bit better for the skin tone. There's the batarang. Once removed, he's holding it, and then again, let's see if I could show you guys a little more of the belt and the pouches right here. This side is good because they cut it, the thigh cut joint. It's right above the harness. Since this side doesn't have a harness on, so you can clearly see the gap. The material, the thigh piece is sticking a little further out than the hip section. Alright, so here's the size comparison. I have Mafex Iron Man on the left, and then I have Figma Me on the right. And you can see he is shorter, a little shorter than Mafex, and a little bit taller than Figma. So yeah, but still, I believe he's a good size. He's not super short or anything like that, and I think he's in scale with rest of your imports. He's definitely not gonna fit in with your McFarlane toys because those are just way big. Those are a whole inch more bigger, and so he won't be able to fit on those on that bat cycle from McFarlane toys. But yeah, scale wise, I think he's fine. And just for the heck of it, if you want to put him next to a Stormtrooper from Hasbro, he is taller than a Hasbro Stormtrooper actually. So he is quite a good scale figure actually. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So at the end of the day, is this figure worth getting? He will set you back about a little over $100, or maybe a little less, depending on which store you go to purchase this. For $100, it seems a bit high for this figure, because a lot of the SHF are about 60-70-ish, somewhere around there. For this to be $100 is a little high. 80 or 70, I would say this is a good purchase, but 100 with the issues of mainly just the cape, I think it might put off some people because of the dual materials for the cape. Eventually, if I do decide to fix the cape, I will actually create a video and show you guys what it looks like with the cloth cape on. And let me think. Third-party head sculpts I've seen, they're up on pre-order. And then as far as a cape, I don't think there's a third-party cape for this Batman yet for purchase. But I think I will just create my own if I end up if I do decide to do it. So there you go, there's the Batman from SH Figuarts. Thanks for watching.